Good morning. Welcome to a very mild Sussex coast today. We're in Shoreham Airfield, of course we are, because today we're about to do something extremely rare on the channel. When I mean rare, I mean really rare. In fact, this place is it's just crazy to think really what this was used for, and to think how iconic it is as you drive along the main road. Anyway, I won't say too much. You might have guessed it in the clip art already, but stay with me because I think we're going to have a really interesting one today, and it's one I can safely say, I mean, it doesn't get any better than what we're about to explore, and I really mean that for World War II. So stick with me, let's go, come on. Located in Sussex in Shoreham, namely Brighton City Airport, or for most just Shoreham Airport, lies an incredible piece of rare World War II history, that of a gunnery training dome. Its purpose was as an early method of training gun operators to shoot down enemy planes in the airspace, and would have had a mock anti-aircraft gun which would be placed in the centre with images of planes projected onto the ceiling. Training domes had been created in the 1920s but became more widespread during World War II. The history of this specific one came out when the airfield in April 1943 became a practice camp for the RAF Regiment Gunners in the anti-aircraft role. So a training dome was built on the northern perimeter of the airfield with a 25-foot high roof and 40-foot internal diameter, and was built with steel-framed walls which were topped with an external layer of concrete and some internal plaster to create a 4.5-inch thick wall. The airfield was a prime target for German bombers and had been regularly attacked and bombed before and after the dome's build, but had thankfully managed to survive. After the war, the dome had been used for aircraft electronic purposes, but tragedy came about when the dome in 1969 became damaged by fire. Then thankfully in 1995 it was restored. But sadly, time and decay has left this important historical site to slowly fade into history. Even though the site has been given ancient monument protection status, sadly what you see is a mere shadow of its former self. The reality is, of the 44 concrete domes that were made during World War II, only around 5 others survive to this day. A small number for such an incredible piece of long-lost World War II history. So here we are. I am so excited about this one. There's nothing really in there, but it's the fact of how incredibly important this was during the war. The fact that this is one of the last surviving true relics of Shoreham Airfield, because actually most of their air raid shelters are literally flooded now due to they're basically underground with silt and everything else. You'd probably know if I meant by that. There's a few still surviving, but they're not in great condition. And obviously apart from the airfield itself, this is just I cannot believe how lucky I am to see this today. I think I'm aware that there's another similar one in actually refurbished condition in Norfolk, I think. Don't quote me on that. But this one was, funny enough, refurb because of like I said, the damage that was caused in here. But enough chatting on this. I think we better go in. I'm hoping now I've got the right torch. But as you can see, this is Wellington weather. Wow. And then, let's fingers crossed this works. Hell yes it does. Hang on a minute. Wow. Oh my God. I mean, it smells of sewage. I mean, it does stink in here, as you can imagine, but no voice. Look at these old shutters. Now left for the snails to crawl onto. Oh my God. And then there's a ladder here, look. That I've just silted up. My fault. Well, my word. There we go. So you can imagine they were using this as targets. That is so strange. To sort of know that, you know, right in the centre where we're standing, you can imagine the machinery, the sound of it as well. I mean, this is really echoey here. As you can imagine, the acoustics are brilliant, but I think at some point all these doors have been shut in numerous times, so people have reopened them. For example, that one, that's been painted green. I don't really want to open it because I don't really want to touch anything in here. Wow. Look at the blocks. So they're blocks of wood, and you can see they've been nailed on. This is so crazy. So, I may have mentioned in a few of my videos, my best friend lives literally down the road, and I can't tell you how many times I've driven past. In fact, I've visited Shoreham Airfield many a time, but the reason why I'm here specifically is probably, as you've guessed, there's a lot of building works going on. So it's probably the easiest time you'll be able to access it, and probably one of the rarest times you'll be able to access it, because from what I was told, they're going to really hurry up this whole building development site, so it's going to be very active. But look at this. I mean, history is just brilliant. I'm just throwing it out there. History is brilliant, everybody. And when you see stuff like this, I just can't get over it. I really cannot get over it. It's so pretty in here, though. That's the other thing. It's so pretty. I'm so glad I bought my Wellingtons. Just want to show you. Yep, if you're wearing normal trainers or shoes, I can't imagine. Well, I know actually, because there's a stream here and a natural spring over there that I can't really imagine this gets dry, really. The only concern that I had was about wildlife. Now I'm looking over there. That's an old bird's nest. So we're not going to worry about that. I was more concerned about habitation for other wildlife, but doubt it. Well, pretty sure here isn't. And this is me, look. This might be one of the best World War II structures I've ever recorded, I think, for the channel. And I'm sure other people have done it. I don't know though, however. I'm not bothered to look. So if other people are watching this and they've done it, fair play to you. However, this is for me. And it's obviously just here to document as best as possible. This is just so crazy. It really is. So I was looking on the floor and just trying to sort of pick out some things. I mean, that doesn't look old to me, but it's funny how that's been in here, and I wonder if that was... I just keep seeing this, and it looks like lighting. Look, if I lift it up my foot, and that's definitely not World War II. But what I did notice, which I'm probably Gonna completely silt up now. Yep, just done that. What an idiot. Oh, crap. Oh dear. What I was going to say was, oh, there's one. Can we see that? Yeah, you can. So look, there's some indentations there. I'm assuming from where the machinery was, if we can call it machinery. And it's really hard concrete on the floor. I'm so distracted that my coordination between my torch and my camera isn't in situ. But all the people who've driven past who've noticed this, hopefully this will give you some really good answers. Hopefully I've helped with that. Anyway, let's get out of here. Come on. Okay, what I want to do now is just take you around and you can see it from the outside properly all the way around. So come with me, and before we do that, like I said, there's amazing, this looks like originally at some point they would have had some shutters here, and obviously it would have been bolted on. Pretty sure I saw a photo of it and they were green as well to match the paint on here. You can see it's just a beautiful structure. How it survived is just, I have no idea how this has still remained, but you know, we'll take it. We'll take it and be grateful for it. So let's go, come on. Right, okay, so we're just getting the video now, just walking around it. It's so sad to sort of think that, you know, there's really not much that remains on this site. You can see the sort of shutters there, well camouflaged with that beautiful green dome. I like it actually because when I was doing my research to make sure I do these things right, and as I always try to say, because this is a history channel, I use more than a couple of sources to try and get stuff right. And I came across this amazing article on Sussex Live which mentioned like the mysterious dome that you can see from the main road, and they talk about its history, and it was just, you know, like I said, it's brilliant. Bit of graffiti there as well, but hey ho, you know, like I said, I'm sure some of you have done that one, fair play to you, but for me this is a big tick on my list of things that I wanted to do and put out there for the channel, and it's probably one of the last times this will be able to do this because of how much work's going on here. So yeah, you never know. I mean, obviously we know that that's going to be sealed up anyway, so, and I think all they're probably going to do is just seal it up. Like I said, they, you know, they're not going to, I don't think they're going to do any more than that. Sometimes it's best just to seal these types of places up and leave them to stop other people like myself. Obviously I do it for the right intentions, but other people going in there, I mean, you know, for me it was the first time coming here, and obviously I'm glad I bought my wellies because I was fully expecting it to be flooded because of the streams and everything that are here. I mean, you know, and like I said, the natural spring's just behind that. So yeah, well, there you go. In the more words of Phoenix history, thank you so much for coming along with me. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm so glad, I really am glad I got to do this one and to document it for all of you lot out there. So like it if you'd like, and spread the word. The channel really means a lot, and more importantly, and I really mean that on a day like today, because history matters, and my god doesn't it just, that is so rare, really is.
and the condition actually was way better than I thought it would be. So, you know, bonus on that one. Just got to clean off my Wellingtons now because they're covered in mud. But well worth it. Anyway, everybody, look after yourselves. And thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for all your support and your kindness. I love all of you out there, and you're amazing. You're the people who keep me going on this channel. So, and you keep my mental health in check, as one of you politely said to me the other day via email. We're there to look out for you, Dan, they said. All right, very kind of them, so thank you. Anyway, love everybody. I'll see y'all very soon. Ready? Kapow.